Oh, money! Oh, so good. You're gonna love this. Hey everybody, my name is Chris, and welcome back to Good Cooking, where I share recipes that I've learned through my 35-year chef career. And I make them family-friendly and easy for you to make at home, and they are restaurant quality. Today we're gonna be doing meatloaf, one of the iconic American dishes. It's a really good meatloaf that is really good quality, fresh ingredients, and makes for a great dinner. You can make, meatloaf with mashed potatoes with it. You can put them on a burger and do meatloaf burgers or sandwiches, whatever you want to do. So let's get started. So the first thing we need is going to be chopped bacon and diced onion. And we're going to take this back to the stove. But before we get the recipe started, make sure you turn your oven on to 350 degrees. So over medium-high heat, I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of oil into a warm pan. I'm going to add 2 ounces of just chopped bacon. We're going to let this cook and render. So what we're looking for is that bacon to get nice and brown. Now that it's getting where we want it to be, we're going to add in a 1/4 cup of chopped onion. And all we want to do with this is just cook those onions till they're translucent. We don't want to put any color on those onions at all. And this process should only take about a minute or 2. So now we're about done here. Those onions are getting nice and kind of see-through. There's no color. So I'm going to pull this off the heat now and let that cool while we build the rest of our meatloaf. So here we've got 2 pounds of ground beef, and to that we're going to add a 1/4 cup of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 egg, and a 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs. Lastly, we're going to add in the onion and bacon we just cooked. So now we're going to go ahead and mix this all up. There's definitely something to be said while you're cooking about touching your food, about getting in there. Just please make sure that your hands are clean. That's all. So I can pull that aside. I can pull up the dish I want to use. Now I'm going to go ahead now and add this in there. You can use a different dish if you want to. You can use a bread pan if you want it longer. If you don't have a bread pan, you can easily just put it onto a cutting board and just kind of shape it how you want it. But I like to use this one. And we've got one final thing before we put this in the oven. I'm going to take a 1/4 cup of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and a pinch of salt. And I'm going to mix that up. And I'm going to take that right over top. This isn't the American iconic meatloaf without that glaze right over top. And that's what I want to do. Just get that glaze in there. Just all over. All right, this is now going to go in the oven for about an hour at 350 degrees. We're going to cook it to a temperature of 155 internally. So that now came out at exactly 1 hour. Now, I made a more shallow version. If you're gonna use something that's higher sided, it may take a little bit longer. But for the most part, this should be, for 2 pounds of ground beef, should be about an hour to an hour 15 minutes. And you're looking for an internal temperature of 155 degrees. So make sure you take a temp before you pull that out of the oven. Make sure it's cooked all the way through. We're gonna let this cool right now. We're gonna cut it up, give it a try, and go from there. All right, so we let that cool for a little bit, and now we're gonna go ahead and pour off the fat. And what this is, it's a little bit from the bacon, but it's also a lot from that 80-20 beef. So we poured off a good bit right there. So set that to the side. Oh. That looks awesome. Ooh, I'm very excited. Always the best part is when you get that first taste. Looks good, cooked all the way through. A really good, quick and easy meatloaf. Not a lot of ingredients, but a lot of flavor. And that glaze is perfect on top as well. Serve this with mashed potatoes and a side of green beans, or you could take this, cut it into slices, sear it on a pan, and serve it like a hamburger, just the same way. Oh, that's so good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did get something out of it, or you tried the recipe, leave a comment down below. Make sure you hit the like button before you go. Thank you for watching, and good cooking, and bye for now.